So, you think you know Bali? The endless traffic in Kangu, the packed beach clubs in Seminyak, the long lines for a single photo on a swing. It's the highlight reel everyone posts, and frankly, it's getting a little predictable. You get shuffled from one Instagram spot to the next, a tourist on a conveyor belt seeing the exact same things as millions of other people. But what if I told you most tourists are getting Bali completely wrong? What if the real magic of the island isn't in those crowded queues or overpriced sunset bars? This is the Bali they don't show you, the one that whispers through ancient temple corridors, that echoes in the roar of a hidden waterfall, and reveals itself in the pre-dawn darkness on the side of a sacred volcano. In this video, I'm going to share the island's most epic adventures and sacred secrets, the ones you won't find in a typical guidebook. Let's be real. The Bali you've probably planned is a circuit. It's a checklist of places that have gone viral. You show up dreaming of serene rice paddies and spiritual awakenings, only to find yourself stuck in traffic for 2 hours, wondering if the beach club at the end will even have a spare sunbed. You see the perfect photos of the Tagalalong rice terraces, but not the hundreds of people all fighting for the exact same angle. You hear about the charming Ubud market, but you're not prepared for the sensory overload and the pressure to haggle for things you don't even need. It's so easy to leave feeling like you missed something, like you only saw the surface. That little feeling is your gut telling you there's more, and it's right. To find the real Bali, we have to look beyond the algorithm. Our journey to the real Bali starts before sunrise, in the cool, quiet darkness. Our goal, Mount Batur. Now, hiking an active volcano sounds intense, and it is, but it's a true rite of passage. It's a 2-hour trek in the dark, with just your headlamp and the stars to guide you. And then, you make it. The summit, over 1,700 meters above sea level. Someone hands you a hot coffee and a breakfast cooked using natural steam from the volcano itself. As you sit there, perched above a sea of clouds, the sky starts to blush. The sun finally bursts over the horizon, lighting up the massive peak of Mount Agung next door. This isn't just a pretty sunrise, it's a full-body, goosebumps on your arms experience. Next, we're washing off the volcanic dust in nature's own infinity pools. While tons of people flock to Teganungan, the real magic is hidden deeper in the jungle. Head north to find Sakumpul Waterfall, a place that feels like a genuine discovery. Your reward isn't just one waterfall, but a whole series of them, thundering down into a misty canyon. And what about those rice terraces? For an experience that feels truly authentic, go to the Jatilui Rice Terraces. This isn't just a quick photo stop, it's a sprawling, emerald green landscape. You can wander for hours along the ancient Subak irrigation canals, with nothing but the sounds of nature and the sight of local farmers tending to their ancestral lands. If you're already feeling inspired to find a different side of Bali and you want more guides that ditch the tourist traps for real adventure, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. An adventure in Bali isn't complete until you've explored its spiritual heart. No place is more dramatic than Uluwatu Temple. Perched on a sheer cliff, 70 meters above the crashing Indian Ocean. Get there before sunset, but here's a pro tip. Watch your sunglasses and your snacks. The resident monkeys are legendary little thieves. As the sun starts to dip, the real show begins. Grab a seat in the open-air amphitheater for the Kikak fire dance. This is pure chills-down-your-spine drama. There are no instruments. The soundtrack is a hypnotic, rhythmic chant of kak 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 from 50 bare-chested men, their voices weaving a trance-like story from the ancient Hindu epic, the Ramayana. From the dramatic coastline, we head inland to a place of quiet purification, Tirtha Empul Temple. For over 1,000 years, people have come here to a holy spring. Here, you can actually take part in the Melukat, a sacred cleansing ritual. Dressed in a traditional sarong, you'll step into the cool spring and move from one stone spout to the next. To get a true sense of the island's spiritual scale, you have to visit Besaki Temple, known as the Mother Temple of Bali. Set high on the slopes of the mighty Mount Agung, this is the holiest place on the island, the center of pilgrimage for all Balinese Hindus. Walking through its tiered gateways, you can feel the centuries of devotion. To really get Bali, you have to feel its rhythm, and that rhythm is found in its traditional dances. Try to find a performance of the Barong or Legong dances, often held in the courtyards of the Ubud Palace. These aren't just shows. They're incredible acts of storytelling. The Legong is a dance of divine grace, while the Barong is a vibrant, dramatic tale of the eternal fight between good and evil. And finally, to find the unfiltered Bali, you have to get lost in its villages. Take a drive through the Sideman Valley, often described as what Ubud was like 20 years ago, or visit Penglipuran, a traditional village famous for its perfectly preserved architecture and community spirit. It's in these places that you'll find the warmest smiles and the most genuine connections. So this is the other Bali, the one that asks for more than just your presence. It asks you to be a traveler, not just a tourist. It's a Bali that isn't about a checklist, but about a feeling. It's the feeling of exhaustion and pure joy at the top of a volcano. You can have the crowded beaches and the influencer cafes. Lots of people do, and that's okay. But the real magic, the epic adventures and sacred secrets that actually change you, is waiting just beyond that well-worn path. It's a tougher journey for sure, but it's infinitely more rewarding. This is the Bali that gets under your skin and stays in your soul. So, are you ready to find your own epic in Bali? Pack a sense of adventure and maybe an extra sarong. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. I hope this inspired you to seek out a different side of the island of the gods. If it did, make sure you're subscribed for more adventures that go way beyond the guidebook.